And here we are, guys. Let's go. YouTube, say hi to Twitch. Twitch, say hi to YouTube. This is round 7. This is round 7 of Maia Chess Open, my last tournament. My next ones are like 2 to 3 back-to-back in November. October, I'm taking a break too as well to train and study. So that's all I'm doing until my next tournament in November, which I'm already prepared for. Next one will be in Omaha, Nebraska. So here we go, round 7. So I'm playing round 7 here, and this guy is an international master. His name is Rain Verstraeten. And I knew what he was going to play ahead of time. And here, I was kind of... This one is called Freakenstein. Like Freakenstein.
Bruh.
I mean, like Frankenstein, but like Freakenstein. Right. And the reason why we called it this is because, like, somewhere in the opening, stuff got very dead.
Bruh.
To say the least. But also we used Freak instead of Frank because of what I used in this opening. Let's just get right to it. E4. Right. So here we go. Okay. E4. C5. Knight F3. D6. All right. We're looking at a Najdorf Sicilian so far. Something like that. D4. Take. Oh, sorry. Knight F6 first. Knight C3. Which transpose anyway. Takes. And A6. And then we go Rook to G1. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Bruh.
This is actually called the freak attack of the Sicilian. Najdorf, that is. This one is a real thing. It can be played a lot. It's very scary. There's a lot of things that can happen from the white side. It's fun to play. Unless you play one line. Unless you play one line with black, which let me flip the board if you're a Najdorf player, it is very annoying to face this one line with white, but black played it, and there's a way that you're supposed to go. Right, so Freakenstein here is like at some point it got very dead. That's why we use Freakenstein. So Frankenstein, obviously. Rook G1, he goes E5. Cool, I expected this. I go Knight B3. Bishop E6. I go G4. Oh my goodness. I am ready to swing, right? I'm ready. I'm ready for anything and everything, my guy. G4, and this is a very fun opening to play, unless, let me flip the board here, what is black supposed to play in this position that makes it not as fun, right? Not as fun at all. It's not fun at all for white, which kind of made me regret the choice. What do we do here? I see H5. Bishop takes G4. What did I regret from this? E5, if I remember the lines correctly. E5. E5. So E5. Okay. Cool. Got it. Not a pro in the platform. Queen A5. Okay. Queen A5. I didn't even think of that one. I ain't even like garbage. Didn't think of that one. Something. Okay, Queen A5. Got it. D5. Okay, D5. 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 Really good move. Yeah. Queen A5. Yeah. A5. Man, I didn't even. That might be refuting its whole opening, but it's for another day. For another day. After G4, he plays this right here, chat. D5.
We need some milk. Bruh.
I didn't like this at all. So I know what the theory is. Sometimes, and I actually remember this from very strong players, 2,700 plus, right? I think it was maybe Fabi himself too as well. But talks about when like sometimes you may choose a line that you know is objectively worse, but you just want to have more chances, or that position better than your opponent. Here, this is like one of my first times playing the freak attack, to be honest. But I know what the theory is. The theory is to take it, but I played G5. The theory is to take it. You're supposed to go like this. Takes. Right, and I can go Bishop E3, Knight D2 in some cases, Castle Queen side. And like, I'm supposed to play this, bro. Like, I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this at all. So this is something that I shouldn't play anymore, obviously. from the white side if I don't want to play this line. White is like slightly better. That's it. Yeah, this is theory. It's theory. But the queens are off and it's like boring. So it's already dead. Like, so to keep it alive, I play G5, knowing that he can take on E4. Takes. So now I know he can take here. And I play Queen E2. Right? I play Queen E2. This is already bad by like minus 0.5. But like in a real game, practically, 0.5 is nothing at all, ever. From both sides. Even when you like start playing a game of chess, but when you turn the engine on, it's like 0.4 already for white. And they didn't even move that yet. So it's like important to understand that. Right? So after this Queen E2 move, I'm like trying to like create something. But I knew it was bad. I just knew it was bad. So he goes knight d7. I go bishop d2 because I'm trying to castle. a5. And I take on e4. Still not bad. He goes a4. And where do you go here, Chad? Where do you go here? This was crazy. Where do you go here? White to move. Let's talk about this. I remember how I felt with this. Okay, c1, c1. C1, c1. I remember how I felt. I was here. Knight c1 is the only move. Doesn't hang the knight. C1. Okay, c1. Correct. C1 is the move. But at some point, like I was thinking so long, and I was like, knight a5, and I kept calculating this. But then he just takes it, bro. Like, what are you doing with your life?
Bruh.
It's kind of like you just hang a knight. 100%. 2 for 1. So I have to go c1. Bishop d6, wow, still even. About 0.5. I played a good move. Knight e2. Right, he castles. Right, he castles. Where do we go now? Yeah, I wasn't playing any of these moves. Engine says. I wasn't thinking of any of these at all, my guy, but like, only one plan was in my mind. White to move. Engine's like, yeah, play this, this, or this. And I'm like, no, I was not playing any of these. White to move, what are you doing? A3 to stop the pawn is a positional idea. Okay, knight to G3. Long castle, B4. B4 to an attacker? B4. Like pawn to b4? Like pawn. h4, okay? a3. So a3 is a move that I do not want to play. But it is the best. But it's annoying to play. b4 is kind of ridiculous. It's like it's a cool, ridiculous move. Because, like, it's cool, but it's also like, bro, what is this? But after takes, you can't take this way. You have to take this way. Knight c5, I'm about to hit you here. I mean, like, this is looking scary. Too many tempi. But I go practically knight to g3. With the idea of what? What do you think I want to do, guys? Why would I go knight g3? See, staff, thanks for the follow. Why would I go knight g3? What's the idea? Knight h1. To put the knight on h1, bro, obviously. Knight h5, knight f6, okay. Trap the queen, bishop d3. Isn't c3 better or no? c3 is actually better, is what the engine says in some lines, but it's just not what I wanted. I wanted to go for mate. So I went knight g3 to go knight h5 with the idea of knight f6 check. And rook g7 in some cases. And bishop d3. Everything, like all of these. He goes knight c5, I go queen h4. He goes king h8, and right now, I still have a chance right now to be slightly, it's slightly better for black by like 0.6. 0.6. Like that's it. But I have to find the best move, which is what? And this is not even like, nobody even understands why you would make this move, to be honest. I don't even know. My next move after that is ridiculous. So like this move is very strange. Very strange. But here I'm like, you know, what do I play here? It's not that bad for white. It's not great, but it's not like minus, it's not even -1 yet. You know what I mean? So it's still very playable here, but you have to find the best sequence. F3, bishop e3, h4, knight h5, bishop h3. Okay. What I'm supposed to play, chat, and I still don't even understand it. Okay, maybe a little bit. Is bishop to c3, bro? Like,
Bruh.
like this is ridiculous. It's just long-term pressure. That's it. Bro, you've lost your mind. It's just long-term pressure. This is the best move. This is like ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Number 2 is castle queenside. Number 3 is a3. Here, I thought a little bit too fast, I think, because I knew I was worse. And a lot of times when you are worse, what I learned from tournaments, or this one and in particular, is you know, take more time. Just do it. That's it. Just take more time. And here, I should have you know, thought a little bit more, but I played knight h5, and as soon as I played it, I saw black's response, which automatically makes him better by almost, you know, -2, which is what? I saw this and I understood that I was just like worse immediately. But I moved a little bit too fast here. I got a little bit too excited. Knight h5 is a good move, but I mean, it's like maybe in faster time controls, it's better. But he found the best move, and I saw it too. As soon as I moved, I was like, what am I doing? I should have thought a little bit longer. Knight h5 is no good. Bad. What is it? Queen d4, bad move? Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's something wrong with queen d4. Bishop f5, a3, okay. g6. Thanks for the follow, Art Rafa. Rook h1. No, it's black to move. The problem with this move is what? Knight f5. No, it's knight f6. So the problem here is he played it to bishop f5.
He needs some milk. Bruh.
And sometimes all it takes is like one tempo, and the rest of the game can go very bad. Especially as strong as he is. Already I am very strong. You can't give this up. And I thought a long time here. What up, Bach? Big Bach. From the block. Big Bach from the block. The man himself. Bach. We're going over my round 7 game of my last tournament. I gained some rating. Finished with 5.5 out of 9. Should have had about 7, but this is one of the games that contributed to that almost having 7. So it's tough. Crazy game from the beginning, right? Play something new. Freak attack or G1. Play G5. Alright, Bach. Big Bach. See you later, bro. Takes. And I went Queen E2. Wanted to play something different here. Yes, it's slightly better for black. But I thought I was practical, and knight h5 was a blunder. And I saw it after I moved. Because bishop f5 is with tempo. Because if bishop takes c2. It's coming. He's going to play it. He's going to take this. So after a long think, I castled. Bro, and the reason why, like, there's so much going on right now. Like, he got knight b3. He got a3. We got rook c8, which is really sick. There's so much going on, bro. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. He can even go knight b3 right now, and I can't even take this. Either way. Either way, I have to go king b1. If I take here, it takes, and then rook a1 is mating. You move the bishop, then you have all of this. Like, what are you talking? Bro, this is gross. This is terrible. Knight h5 was such a bad move. Right? Knight h5 just like ended the game for me. So after castles, he went queen c7, but knight b3 is just as good. If you go this way, oh my goodness. You want to see a Bowden's mate, chat? You know what I mean? Almost. Almost. But bishop c3, queen takes c3 is almost a thing. But he has a3. And I have to calculate all of this. And somehow I'm okay after queen c4, I think. But like, this is terrible. So bad. Castles, he goes queen c7. At least I can get out the way. But the initiative, and it's very nice to understand initiative, meaning you just attack. Mine is very slow. I have knight takes g7, but then I have to go like check, and I have to push. Like, there's too many moves. I'm banking on a mistake. He plays a3. I go bishop h3 because I have nothing else anymore. Engine says, let me see. Best move here is knight g3. Yeah, no. Knight takes g7. Yeah, that's a move. I also saw this, but I saw that he doesn't have to take it at all, chat. At all. He can go bishop g6. What a move, bro.
Bruh.
What a move. And I saw this, and I was like, I don't have anything. I have nothing. I have nothing at all. Because he doesn't have to take it. Just crazy. I'm just like busted. Unbelievable. And watch this. Like, even this. Watch this. Knight takes, bishop g6. I saw b3. Or b4, doesn't matter. But b3, he can take on b... Bro. Bro, look at this. I mean, there's mate everywhere. Everything's mate. Everything. It's mate. Everything. So I have to go like bishop d3 or something. But then that runs in a take. Right, and then check again. And queen c3. Sorry, queen c3. I'm getting destroyed here. Because of this knight h5 move. Not even just that. Like, I should have went the endgame route, but I didn't want to. Okay, so queen c7, king b1. a3. I go bishop h3 with the idea of if you take, I can at least take here. And this is what I saw, chat. This is what I saw. Like, at least, you know, I have something. If like a rook takes a2, I can play knight takes g7. I was looking at this. Rook a1 check. King b1. And like, yes, there's complications, but I'm threatening mate. This is what I'm hoping for. Like, what a game.
Bruh.
What a game. What a game. There's so many things hanging, and there's like no mate. And I think white is winning. Yes. Best move for black is knight d3 check. Wow. That's crazy. I can't take this? Oh my goodness. Look at this mate. I couldn't even take this. Queen c2? And mate.
Bruh.
This was a sick game. This was crazy. But I have to play king takes, and after rook check, king b1, queen b6, bishop b4. Bro, get... And I'm winning. I'm somehow winning this game. This is crazy. This is too dank. You gotta be kidding me. I'm winning this? Bro, this is crazy. I wasn't seeing none of this, but apparently this is the route that could have happened at some point. I'm not playing this opening ever again with the white side. Like,
Bruh.
you gotta be kidding me. But okay. Okay. But okay. So, I play bishop h3 with the hope of something technical like that. Something. Right, he goes rook a4. Which is nice because he's hitting the queen. So I just go f4. Like, I know I'm losing. He goes queen b6. Hitting b2, I thought this was very, very accurate. I mean, even at b3 right now, I looked at, what if I go b3? He can take on b3, right? And I thought, what if I go bishop c3? And look at this move, bro. I saw knight d2. Oh my goodness. Or knight d4. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Knight d4. King c1, mate. King a1. Knight c2, mate. Unbelievable. I can't go b3. So I go bishop c3. Very well knowing that I'm going to lose a piece here. 100%. If he finds the right sequence, I'm going to lose a piece. But he has to find the right sequence. I mean, maybe he could even, you know, play a takes b2. But this complicates things. Because like, I have bishop takes f5 now. And apparently this is supposed to be winning. Takes a2. Right? And then, which is, of course, with king takes, you have rook check and then rook mate. Which is crazy stuff, bro. Crazy stuff. So, I saw, in fact, after pawn takes, I was going to play knight f6. I think I was going to play here. But even here, rook takes a2 still works. Just hard to find sometimes because like there's so much going on. There's so much going on. But I go bishop c3 and he found the more practical move, which is knight e4. Threatening knight takes c3 and queen takes b2 mate. If I go b3, he goes knight takes c3. Obvious. Obvious. So I go queen e1, but I lose a piece. And I already saw this like in calculations. You just take and take, which he does. Take first, I take, and then he does everything. Defend. Like, he's like, yo, I'm up a whole piece, which is totally normal. He simplified. Right. Look at the simplification here. I don't have to win the best way. I'm up a whole piece. Trade the queens. Takes. That's it. Game's over. I'm down a whole piece. For no compensation. Pawn takes doesn't work. Bishop's defended. This is it. So I lose the game. Here. Well, you know, I learned a lot because what I'm supposed to do is like, this is a fun, there are so many fun lines here, guys, with g4, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, there are so many fun lines, but he played the one that gives you the most boring. So I understood what I need to play next time, but also not to play this again, because I'm supposed to like trade queens, meaning after g4 d5 I'm supposed to take everything, and it's just super equal, and I don't want to play this type of game. I just didn't want to play this. I knew the theory, just didn't want to play this game right here, which is boring to me. I didn't want to use my white to play like this, right? But I thought he would play something else, and like, you know, I got in some trouble. So I learned something at the end of the day. But we do have round 8 and round 9 to cover as well, so make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. So, you know, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.